Hey folks, welcome to our weekly teardown. This week we are looking at an interesting project, an interesting website that I stumbled on a couple of days ago, which is Essay. It's actually in beta, and it's interesting how I stumbled on the website. So basically, I was on my phone just looking at YouTube. I follow Jordan Peterson, popular author, if people know it, but basically I stumbled on this video, which is a super nice, well crafted video presenting the platform essay that Jordan actually built with his son, Julian Peterson. And yeah, so I was actually curious, and then from here, it's interesting to notice how they converted me from YouTube to actually checking out the platform. So first, I have to say the video was really well made. So for our model here, if we look at visitor, empathize, and guide, I would definitely say that they empathize with me using this nice video. And also I liked the copy that they have here, right? So essay is I didn't really actually immediately understood that this video was about a new software platform. I was just interested in when I saw write better, think better. So they got me here with this one, and also with the words here: make your path forward with your thoughts, create your character with your words, make every word matter. So this was really good. And then they actually presented the link here, so I just went away when I moved forward and then clicked on it and landed on the website on mobile, I have to say, but we're looking at it on desktop just so that it's a bit clearer. First thing, so going back to the model, empathize and guide still. Okay, first I would actually ask myself, are we matching what people are expecting after looking from YouTube or whatever they clicked on to get there? So obviously I had some context here. They don't really show much of the platform in the video from what I can remember, but I knew what that was about. As far as the value proposition, I like it. I see that they start from a problem awareness perspective. So probably the audience that they spoke with, that they kind of interviewed, that they did research with, they have a very vivid problem, which is very vivid pain, which is they kind of got fed up with the autocorrect, Grammarly, and all that stuff. They don't really see the value in it. They actually are in it for improving their thinking, their writing. So a much deeper need, much deeper goal, and that's what they want to accomplish. So I think the value position here it's spot on. I would probably add it, change it here. Stop being told what to fix and start learning how to write. It's good, but then take your rough ideas and craft them into powerful words. Not so much. It's I would probably use what they have here, which is uh, 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 where did I see it? Right here. So this I think it's a bit clearer. So organize their thoughts, improve their ideas, and communicate more effectively. So this is probably how I would change it. So stop being told what to fix and start organizing your thoughts, improve your ideas, and communicate more effectively. I think it's a bit more of a clearer, direct benefit rather than, okay, I can turn ideas into powerful words, but what does that mean? So, yeah, this is the way that I would change it. As far, what do we have here? Empathize and guide. So, guide, I think it's pretty clear, and now the platform is in beta, so it's mostly just this landing page here, which is fair enough, introduces the concept, not super long, guides the user pretty effectively, and then they have the plans page, which again, it's pretty effective, pretty simple for now. I think it's plenty, and the design, I really like the design, the branding, very clean, very kind of matches what the whole idea of the product is, right? So cleanliness, order, clarity. So the other thing, scrolling down, let's see, they have to clarify and sway. So how are they doing it? How are they clarifying what the product does for us, how it's built, what are the various groupings of features that they offer? So obviously here they're not going super deep because it's still a beta. So they might want to just give us, their goal is to give us like a broad view of what they do. So fair enough. I like that they dig deeper into the pain here, kind of agitate the pain points. So making us visualize our pain a bit better. I would probably improve this bottom line copy here. You don't need another autocorrect. So yeah, maybe continue on along these lines rather than just saying bottom line and then presenting it. So editing tools tell you what's wrong and what's right, but they don't tell you why it's wrong and how to write better in the first place. So this could be a much better crosshead that I could put here, maybe a bit shorter, but I think makes the point right away, and then they can dig deeper. Then we have these sections. So the creation phase, I like that they used different colors for each, but then something weird happened. So they basically they break up this structure. You have the creation phase, the editing phase, and then they have these two naked paragraphs. So I actually looked at a video that they have, an onboarding video when you sign up for the trial, and they have these four sections, which each one is designed for a specific purpose, right? So why don't um, designate one of these section per area here, per each of these areas that we have? So if this is the creation phase, this could be a bit more specific. Actually, I think the first step is creating the outline. So I would mention outline somewhere here just to make it a bit clearer what you can do, because they just talk about a foundation. So clearly tell me that this is going to help me create an outline. I think that's good. The editing phase, I would probably be a bit more specific into how this works. I can see it from this GIF, but I would probably give a bit more depth to this. Maybe four bullet points telling me some of the features. Since we don't have dedicated features page, I think it's good to provide a bit more detail here on each of these areas. And then we have order to chaos. Okay, this is mostly about the last section, but then we go back on top to this one. So I would try, if possible, to include sections for all of these four and make it clear. Also, probably, I mean, it's nice that they are linear. So text here, image here, text here, image here, but maybe to vary it a bit and make it a bit more interesting, I would try to alternate. So text, image, image, text. But again, it's fine. It kind of gives you the idea of that linearity that matches what the product does. So I think that's good. This is nice, kind of like using the dictionary format for the definition. Essay isn't just for essays, and this was really helpful for me when I looked at it on mobile. It helped me address some of the objections that I had, which were mostly about, okay, I found this through Jordan Peterson. I know that they built the software around a Jordan Peterson's guide for writing essays. So I was mostly skeptical about the fact, okay, that this is just for writing like long, super long form academic essays. And I'm not into that stuff really at all. So they kind of address a good objection here. Essay isn't just for essays, which is great. And then they present the different use cases that you can have. Use essays to turn a bad draft off. I would probably make this a bit clearer because, especially on mobile, you have to kind of swipe through these. And even here, you cannot click around. Yeah, you can drag and move them around, but still, it's a bit too much work. And you kind of have to figure out that, okay, this headline, then you have to follow with each of these. So it takes a bit of time for the reader to actually associate this whole process of consuming the content. So what I would do would probably be show all these cards right away here in a kind of like a grid. So we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Okay, we have 5, and that's totally fine. We could have 3 and 2, but basically the idea is to show them right away rather than having the user work to consume the content. But yeah, overall, I think that these are great to address those objections. Then we have the final call to action: write your first bad draft today. Sign up for a 14-day free trial to see how you can take that draft and turn it into a powerful piece of writing. Again, I would probably focus a bit more on solving the deeper pain for these people. Since you started with a problem pain aware stage here, probably what I would do would be, okay, at the end, I want you to clearly understand how we turn that pain into solution, and this is the actual practical benefit that you would get, which is, as we mentioned, these are a bit better organized their thoughts, improve ideas, and communicate more effectively. One thing that I think is missing, it's a bit of social proof. So I noticed on Julian's Twitter that they have a couple of not testimonial, not official testimonial, but people posting around on social media about the platform, that they're trying it, that they're using it with good photos. So I would actually add some of those here on the page, especially around the final call to action. After here, you can have kind of like a Twitter feed of all the mentions of the platform, just to provide boost some of that credibility and use it your advantage to communicate to people, okay, yeah, this is something that's already working, even though it's in beta, it's already stable and working and people are using it. So that's something that I would definitely add. Pricing plans, maybe it would be a good idea to add an FAQ section. Doesn't need to be a long list of questions, just maybe the 4 or 5 top questions that people ask you when it comes to pricing, licenses, or whatever that you saw from research that it's useful. They can be useful for people. So let's see. We saw that they do a really good job in empathize and guide. It would be a bit more specific. Clarify and sway, again, we could improve, I think, is as far as presenting the product on the homepage with these different sections. And finally, shield and lead. They do a good job at countering the objection here with this section here. So for a beta and kind of this stage of a product, I think it's really good. I would just display it a bit differently. And as far as leading me to the call to action, it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, again, I would still be a bit more practical and vivid as far as the final benefit, but I think that this is pretty good. And they converted me, so I signed up for a trial. So I would say so far, great job, guys. And maybe you could implement some of these tips and get even better. Cheers.